this house. Get ready with Evolution Long Island.
There's more work to be done, but we have the force and the will and the love to continue, and we hope that you continue with us. Thank you.
It's a thrill for me, a dream come true, and I thank everyone who worked so hard to make this happen.
And as we always say, what do we say, ladies? This is my new hour.
1, 2, 3.
We're excited to be here with you. I'm Serena, as you know. I'm the executive director and founding board member for New Hour. We are a 10-year-old nonprofit, and we're dedicated to supporting women, moms, and people coming home from prison and jail. It has been our dream since we started to have a home to come home to. Most of our women come from either living in shelters or being with abusers or being on the streets. Many of our women who've survived incarceration have survived a tremendous amount of trauma. I think back to my own experience, having been incarcerated at 20 years old and going to a shelter that looked nothing like a house. This space symbolizes for me just such a safe community. Something we tell our women all the time, you deserve a decent life. And this is your next step to make that happen.
When I got involved with New Hour, it became obvious that one of the major issues that the women face when they get out of the jail is that if they go back to the community from which they came, it's almost asking to be getting back into the issues that put them in jail in the first place. So housing became a major problem. And not only is housing a major problem for many people on Long Island, but if you're a female who's been impacted by the criminal justice system, it becomes almost a nightmare. So one of the goals of New Hour was to be able to build a safe place for the women to live.
One of our board members, Judy White, came to me and she said, we need a woman-owned construction company to do this job. We need a company that's like a building company that's run by women. She goes, and I know the person. And so she mentioned your name.
I have always believed, because my business is a women's business enterprise, I have always believed in women helping women. And I was involved with a women's organization from the Long Island Builders Institute. And I had met Jen, and I had watched her and seen her and spoken to her. And when New Hour got to the point where we were able to secure the financing for the home that we wanted to build, in my head I said, wow, I really want a woman contractor to build the home for the women that are going to be living here. So I kept thinking about it, and I talked to Serena, who's the head of New Hour, and I said, Serena, this is my thought. I know a woman who runs a contracting business. I want her to build the home. I said, but obviously you have to meet her because you're going to be working with her on a day-to-day basis. Tell me if you like her. Tell me if you think you can work with her. And so I called up Jen, told Jen what the project was about. Jen said she'd be interested, and the two of them got together and you hit it off.
Yes, we did. We're still friends today.
Yes.
We met, and it was like an instant connection where I felt like you're not just a go-getter, but you're also, like, your team is incredibly thoughtful.
I had never been asked to be a part of anything like this before. I had been part of women's groups, but never an organization that had such a purpose to really help women. And that's been one of my things too, is women helping women.
I think the most important thing that I took away from this is that you've never judged our mission, our people, our women. Like, you were like, yeah, let's do something to help women.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people try to like silo, well, you committed a crime or you did something wrong. All true. But the accountability piece is when you've gone to prison or jail. Coming home is about how do you take that second chance and get back on your feet, and you understood that. Like you were like, oh, let's make sure that the house is spacious and beautiful and calm and painted calm colors and is a safe space. And I don't know that every contractor would understand that.
To see the house that you've built is just, I can't tell you what it makes me feel like when I go into that house and I know that those women are going to be able to come there and be safe and be cared for and helped. I mean, so many of our women have gone on in their educational process and gotten degrees, and they're out there in the workplace. And I know that this house is just going to be a major, major stepping stone for them.
This isn't just impacting women, it's impacting whole families.
Oh, yeah.
And so often our community thinks about people who go to prison or jail as just separate. It's that we need support. And we need to then say, this is our communal problem, and we have to work together to make sure we support each other.
Yeah. Things happen, everybody has a story, and I love people that have a comeback story.
This space, I'm so grateful because I know that the women here are gonna have nothing but love, support, and like, you know, being their best cheerleader. Like, we want to cheer them on. And I can't wait for the next project.